Hello. So this is the URL which you can access to get this project. So these are the files which will be generated. Uh, there are some files which will be generated after running some scripts, just like this create policy test data. It will create this test data.json file, and once you run the test cases, it will create the result.xml. And if you want to view the result in HTML, then after running some script, you will get this test run.html file. So I have all these files in my directory. Let's go here. Let me check the directory. Insurance project. So these are the files. First we will create the test data. So uh, first make sure all these packages are installed. I have all these packages are already installed. Python and Selenium, everything is there. So we will directly create this using command test data using this. This is the file. We are simply running this using Python interpreter, and you can see the test data is created in test data.json. So I'll open this file in Vim editor, so you can see this data. So these many lines have been written into this file. Let's close this file. Now next step is starting the application. So this is the command. Main.py file is already here, and this web application is started. So we need to keep this application running. What we will do, we will open in a new window to run the test cases. Okay, we are already in our project testing. Okay, so now next step is to run this using PyTest. So this is the test api.py file. I will view the content later. First let's run this file. Okay, so we have 82 test cases pass, and once test cases are run, the result is stored in this result.xml file. And to view this in a better way, there is a json to html command is there, this one. So it will create this result into the testrun.html file. So this file you can view here. This is the file which I have created, and you can see all the 82 test cases have been passed, and till the end you see there is no error. Now let's try to add some error in the data, so that let's try to fail some test case. Okay, so test data.json, this is the file, and let's try something. Okay, in the vehicle details, let's delete the color, this record color. Okay, dd. So this record got deleted. Save the file, and once you make any changes in the JSON data, we need to restart the application. So cancel and again start. The application is restarted. Now again run the. Okay, now here we can see one test case has been failed and 81 has been passed. The failed test case is related to color, so color is missing. Here we can see assertion color in this, so there is no color. So to check the logs, let's try to convert this in HTML and refresh this file. So here we can see there is one failure. Okay, so here is the log which we can see. This is the test case which is failed. Now next thing is even we can, there is one more file generated, test, there is log file.txt. so this file has all the logs which I have added inside the test API file. So let's view the test API file now. Test API.py. So this is a Python file, and it requires these many packages, so JSON, logging. So I have set the log level to info. Now what it does, it first, okay, these are the basic details about the REST API which we are going to call. This is the URL, and this is the file from where we are gonna read the data, and then we are going to count how many records are there inside that file, so that these many test cases will run. So I have made this function as a parameterize. So if you can see here, I have on this line, let's set the, okay, on this line these are the test cases. So before every test case I have added this mark as a parameterize, and it will from 0 till all the number of records, it will run the test cases. So the API is something like base URL, and then this for every application there is policy info or date screen, vehicle info, and then the record number which we need to add here. I have called that record number as a policy number, and it will run every function for these many records. Let's say if there are 10 records, so this test case will get run 10 times for each record. And later these are the validations. So validation we can write as per our requirement. Currently I have written only it will make sure the specific value is present, the record is present. So you can write as many validation we want as per the project requirement. So this is the one test case file. Let's try to create another file. This time let's create the 100 records. So we need to edit the number in this file. Create policy test data.py. So here number I have given 10. Instead of 10 I will create the 100 records, and okay, the data is created. Now we need to restart the server. Okay, server is restarted, and now let's run the test case. So all the positive test cases are added in this test run, because there is no error. So all 182 test cases has been passed, and if again we want to convert it to the HTML, okay, let's refresh this file, and these are the test cases. So total 802 test cases all ran within 1.2 seconds, and all test cases are passed. So this is the application which I have created. Other thing I was saying is This everything written. No, I did this from the backend using the REST APIs and all this. There is another way where we can use a Selenium WebDriver. So I have written a sample code test API using Selenium. So here I have hard coded this file, but we can load it from the our test data.json, and for every page all the records I am sending here fill screen data, and once all the records has been filled, it will click on once we click on the submit button, it will open the next screen. So this function I have called for let's assume that we have the application and the URL customer info. If we say, then it will open the so this is the first page, customer info. Actually we can put this here, but anyway, so it will fill the JSON data into the customer info page, and then once you submit, it will open next page as date, and then you will it is calling fill screen data for the date, and then it will go to the next page. If there is uh, if there is any error, it will if the next page is not the mentioned URL, then it will say like this is something unable to open the vehicle information page, and it will assert false. Okay, so assert false, page not found error. If the actual error is the if the actual URL is not dead, then it will give the error. And this is how we will test the application using the Selenium WebDriver. For now I don't have a demo app created for the Selenium WebDriver. That's why we cannot run this test case. So thank you.